Hey guys, welcome back. So let's discuss about the portfolio, then we'll dive into the market, and then we'll talk about the one of the best stock I was holding from almost 2 years. So so today our portfolio was there is a little bit gains, and we got like almost 1.5% gains, which is $600 on public portfolio, and then we'll dive into the retirement portfolio. So retirement portfolio looks really good, and we to today I made some buy options. So today I bought TTD, and today I also bought Ad Oracle today, and I also bought some Lululemon today in my in my retirement portfolio. At the same time, I have Lululemon in my public portfolio. Then when you see the Indian markets, Indian market got some gains today. It also up to almost 1.27%, so which is $62, which is nothing crazy, but it's okay. So this is how my portfolio looks today, and it was really great. And there was good gains, not much losses. And then let's talk about the market. So what happened in the market? So market got picked up, I would say that because if you see everything is looks green, technology looks green, and software looks green, and pharmaceutical looks green, and all the sectors are looks green except utilities and also retail. There is a little bit slow on retail because the economy is not really good at the moment. So due to that, retail and utilities were down. But other than that, every other companies are looking really good. Nothing to worry on that. And let's see what happened in the market today, and then we'll talk about my favorite stock. So if you observe the market today, so the today the gainer was Nasdaq. So Nasdaq got almost 1.3% gains today, and then other than that, Russell also got some 0.86% gains today. And let's see who in commodities. Commodities also looks really good, and gas got gains today, almost 3% gains in gas. At the same time, silver got gains almost 3%. Nothing crazy on that. And the bonds are look stable today. Nothing crazy on bonds. And then see what is the sectors happening today. And if you see the sectors, also technology sector got picked up, and at the same time, communication sector got picked up, and financials got picked the best. As last 2 days, financials was losing money. Today it got picked up to 0.58%. So let's see who are gainers and who are losers in Nasdaq. This is S&P 500. Today gainers was SanDisk and Micron. Micron was gaining momentum from almost last 3 days. So maybe there will be a bearish run next coming week, but because it was gaining almost like 30%, 40% within a week, which is not really good. So I hope there will be some downside. And I'm not hoping, but there will be a downside because there will be a side bit for every stock. So today, AMD also got some momentum. It was trading around 212, $200 last week, and now it gained almost $213, which is really good. And the losers was Nike. Nike almost lost 10% because there was quarterly results on last day, and it was really good, but still the stock was down because of China. And nothing to worry on that. And we're going to talk about the stock next. Then today, Nasdaq got Micron got some gains in Nasdaq, and AMD got some gains in Nasdaq. And the losers was Lululemon. Lululemon was gaining some momentum from last 3 days because of the CEO change, but there is no the quarter result was pretty solid, but nothing crazy. But it was raising because of the CEO change. So let's look at Dow Jones, and Boeing got some momentum today, and it was up almost 3%. And Nike was biggest loser in Dow Jones. And other than that, nothing crazy. Everything got less than point some change. And next, there is a news on the market. Oracle jumped almost 7% due to acquisition into TikTok. So Oracle is going to get some stake in TikTok. So they are the one who is going to manage all the database in their Oracle data center. So that is the reason Oracle got jumped almost 7%, which is positive news for Oracle. Let's talk about Nike. Nike is one of the great stock out there because Nike, if you see the Nike quarterly results, it was already beat investor expectations, which is like a 10 billion. What is we are expecting for revenue, and it beat to almost 11 billion. And if you see earning per share, which is like 0.14 cents, but we were expecting at 0.13 cents, so which is really good. And if you see the same store sales, which is like almost up to 2%, but we were expecting negative 2%, it was up to positive 2%, which is really good. But still, the stock is going down. The China market was literally down right now. So, and if you observe, there is a selling happening in Starbucks. Starbucks is selling its entire China market to a company. So because it is very tough to beat China market. So but if you're selling good in China market, you will definitely make great sales in North American region too. So right now China is really tough. At the same time, the gross profits are down in Nike. And if you observe the brand index, so if you observe the global market overview, Nike is one of the great brand out there, which is almost have $94 billion market. If you observe 2025, as per the world, the top brand when it's come to North American region, we have only two brands. One is Apple, other one is Nike, and these are the only two brands out there. But if you see the brand strength, so overall the world perspective, the Nike is on top two, but people are selling this stock like hot cake. But there is a momentum right now. A lot of people are selling because of China news, but the profits were literally down almost like 1% due to tariffs, because the company is observing the tariffs right now. So if the company is observing the tariffs, the gross profit will be always down. But in reality, once the tariffs got uplifted, the profit will be back to normal. So once the profit is back to normal, so we're gonna gain back almost $2 billion to the portfolio. So once you gain $2 billion to the fundamentals, then that will come to that will add the stock value to. Right now it's trading around $60, but it will get back to almost 80 to $90 once the tariffs got lifted. So maybe something will happen, but right now there is a new news like CEO is not talking with president. But if he's going to talk with the president, so that will make some sense. And he will also make sure the Nike will be exempt when they're importing from different countries like Vietnam, importing from China, because Nike diversified their invent building inventory from Vietnam, building inventory from China, and they also trying to building inventory from India too. So that, which is good news. So yeah. And if you see when Nike is a very strong buy for 2x and 3x, there's a potentiality for the stock to turn to 2x to 3x. And if you observe the P ratio, which is almost 31%, so $31, so which is not really uh, great. I was expecting the P ratio down to 13. So once this stock P ratio is down to 13, that will be a strong buy. So right now it's a buy, but if you wait until the P ratio come down to 13, then it will definitely a 10x stock. So I'm telling you, right now it's trading around 60, 58 to 60. But once this P ratio down to 13, then institutional investors going to buy the stock, and then it will get its momentum back. That is one of the positive news. And the second positive news would be once the tariffs is uplifted, that will also going to be added advantage to the stock, and because then the gross profit will be increasing. And if you observe the quarterly results, so if you see the quarterly results, so the gross margins are only down to just 1%. It's literally one less than 1%. So because of the tariffs, if once the tariffs is lifted, so the gross profit margins will back to 44 to 46. So right now, the year-on-year change, if you see, it was doing before tariff 6% to 9%, in between 6% to 9%. But right now, we are down to 3%. And so once the tariff is lifted, this will get back to easily to 4% to 5%. So which is really good. And if you observe, so Bill Ackman is holding Nike stock in his portfolio, and these are the Bill Ackman holdings. He hold Google, he hold Chipotle, he hold Hilton and Nike. So he believes Nike is one of the strong stock out there. So that is the reason he is holding the stock. And there is a question happened in the when the quarterly results was posted from one of the person, Lauren, is asking question to the CEO of Nike, and the question is about if you could focus on China for a minute, can you talk about the strategies? And he's talking about he's got some work to do on China market. So he's focusing on China market. So once he's focusing on China market, the sales will get improved. Once the sales are improved, the stock price will be 10x. So and if you see what are the positives for Nike, so the new CEO change, and he's bringing some innovation. He's been working with Nike more than 20 years. He got two decades of experience with Nike, which is really good. And he's bringing some innovation, and he's very well known about the distribution and the inventory. He's currently cleaning the inventory and building some new portfolio, and also he started campaigning with the new sportsmen's, and that will be an added advantage. And if you see that they're trying to clean the inventory within 2025 to 2026, then the growth will start happening. Right now, so they're trying to clear the inventory, whatever the inventory it's been holding from almost the last couple of years. They're trying to aggressively clean that inventory, and the margins are depressed because of the tariffs. And once it return to historical, then the stock will be, it will be in sky. So, and so this is what Bill Ackerman is saying about Nike. It's in early stage, turnaround under the CEO of Eloyd, and in next 10 months, since he's rejoining the company, he will move the company agency, placing 12 out of his 15 direct reports. So he is going to be focused on this. So he's also got some bullish about this Nike CEO, which is really good. And if you observe the company performance, the company is really doing great. And if you observe S&P 500, and if you observe the net performance, and so it was almost like 20%. So which is really good. And yeah, and I'm very bullish on Nike, guys. So if you observe all this, so you will definitely know. Try to understand the fundamentals so you know why Nike is a strong buy. If you don't understand the fundamentals, use AI to understand the fundamentals. And the brand is very strong brand out there. And every 10 shoes out of 10 shoes, every six shoes there will be Nike. If you have, for example, if you look into your wardrobe, so every shoe that you hold, you will definitely have two Nike shoes for sure. That will be sure. If you want to buy a shoe, that will the first shoe that come to your mind will be Nike. So that is why I'm bullish on this brand. So the brand is very strong and the fundamentals are strong. It is affecting right now because of tariffs and everything. Once and the CEO, there is a CEO change, and which is really a positive news too. And I am very bullish on this guy because he have a decade of experience with Nike. He knows in and out, so you know how things works in the company. How what are the things to make happen to improve the fundamentals, to improve the financial, improve the balance sheets. So that's why I'm very bullish on Nike. So hope you understand what I was trying to say. But yeah, that's all I have to say for Nike, guys. So if you observe the stock, Nike, so there are, and I'll give the support, and let's talk about support and resistance for the Nike stock. The support will be $60 and the resistance will be $75 for the stock. And the average price, it was trading around from the whole year. It was trading around somewhere around 60, 65, and it was back. And you see today was huge sellers was happened. But if you observe every day from last July to till the date, there were buyers, there were sellers, there were buyers, there were sellers. But today there were more sellers because they are seeing another opportunity in market out there like Micron or Oracle, any other stocks. The people who are holding Nike, they was trying to reduce their portfolio into Nike and buying other stocks. So that is the reason the sell-off is happening. And some people are also trying to book the losses to use tax loss harvesting strategy. But other than that, Nike is really good stock, and I will believe this stock will go to $90 mid 2026. Mark my words, it will go $90 in mid 2026. That is what my expectation for this stock. So yeah, if I miss anything, please feel free to add those things in comment. But I'll catch you up tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good night.